Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Alaskan Bush People. How did Billy Brown die? Discovery's Alaskan Bush People Season 14 premiered on Sunday, October 2, 2022, with a key family member missing. As fans know, the Brown family patriarch, Billy Brown, passed away on February 2021 at the age of 68. Given how his health had been deteriorating for quite some time, fans are wondering how he died. Keep reading to find out. Billy Brown was advised by doctors to stay away from high altitude. For several years, Billy had been suffering from heart problems and had been in and out of the hospital. Given how feeble his heart condition was, the doctor had advised him to stay away from high-altitude areas. Despite the warning, he chose to live the life he wanted with his family in the mountain. Ultimately, the father of 7 suffered a fatal seizure at the North Star Ranch. On October 31, the Discovery crew even documented the 911 call made by the family in an episode of Alaskan Bush People. Later on, the series showed the family as they bid farewell to their beloved patriarch and attempted to honor his legacy. Bear Brown confirmed the news of his father's death on Instagram. Bear Brown, his son, confirmed the news of his father's demise on Instagram. He wrote, "We are heartbroken to announce that our beloved patriarch Billy Brown passed away last night after suffering from a seizure. He was our best friend, a wonderful and loving dad, granddad, and husband, and he will be dearly missed. And he lived his life on his terms, off the grid, and off the land, and taught us to live like that as well. We plan to honor his legacy going forward and to continue with his dream. We ask for privacy and prayers during this painful time. God bless everyone." A Discovery representative also tweeted the news and wrote, "We are devastated to hear of Billy Brown's sudden passing. He has been part of the Discovery family for years, a trailblazer, a lovely man, and most definitely one of a kind. Our heart is with his family and those that knew him and loved him as they deal with this devastating loss." Rain Brown grieving her father through gold mining. As per Sportskeeda, the loss devastated the Brown family and especially Bear Brown. His father was his best friend and hero, and Billy's death was very sudden and unexpected, especially given the fact that he had health issues in the past, but nothing went so wrong. However, Amy Brown, the family's matriarch, has been the strongest support system for the Brown family after Billy passed away. While the family is together leaning on one another as they grieve, Billy's daughter, Rain, has her own way of grieving. Moreover, Rain channeled her grief into gold mining around the ranch. This was one of the last things Billy and she talked about. In the rugged heart of the Alaskan wilderness, where towering pines stand as silent sentinels and rivers carve their way through ancient earth, the Brown family carved out a life unlike any other. They lived off the land, building their world in a place where nature's harsh beauty shaped their every breath. At the helm of this family was Billy Brown, a man whose deep voice and unyielding spirit became synonymous with the wilds he so deeply loved. But as time wore on, even the strongest among us cannot outrun the march of fate. Billy Brown's story began far from the wilds of Alaska, in the hustle and bustle of Fort Worth, Texas, where he was born on December 3, 1952. The modern world of convenience and comfort was a far cry from where he would eventually find his true calling. After enduring the tragic loss of his parents in a plane crash at the tender age of 16, Billy found himself thrust into adulthood with a pain that would forge the resilience and independence that defined him. The years that followed saw Billy wandering, searching for a place where he could be free from the trappings of modern life. It was in the arms of the untamed wilderness that he finally found solace. With his wife, Amy, by his side, Billy set out to create a family, a clan bound not just by blood, but by the very land they walked upon. They became the Brown family, and their way of life was a testament to Billy's dream of living off the grid, away from society's watchful eye. Billy's dream wasn't just about survival. It was about thriving in a world that most would deem inhospitable. Under his guidance, the Brown children learned to hunt, fish, build, and find joy in the simple pleasures of a life lived close to nature. It was a lifestyle that seemed almost mythic in its purity. And the world took notice. As the stars aligned, the Brown family's unique existence caught the attention of television producers. And soon, Alaskan Bush People was born. Audiences were captivated by this family who dared to live on the edge of the known world. And at the center of it all was Billy, a modern-day pioneer with a heart as vast as the wilderness he called home. But the years in the bush took their toll. The hard labor of building and maintaining a life in such a remote location requires more than just physical strength. It demands the soul. Billy, though robust in spirit, began to feel the weight of his chosen life pressing down on him. Years of living in the harsh Alaskan climate, combined with the stress of raising a family under such conditions, began to chip away at his health. In the months leading up to his death, Billy's health visibly declined. Though his spirit remained as strong as ever, his body was faltering. He had been diagnosed with a heart condition that required careful monitoring and treatment. Yet, true to his nature, Billy refused to be caged by hospitals or tethered to machines. He belonged to the wild, and even as his health deteriorated, he remained steadfast in his desire to live on his terms. It was on February 7, 2021, in the shadow of the mountains he loved so dearly, that Billy Brown passed away. The official cause of death was a seizure, a sudden and devastating end to a life that had been anything but ordinary. He was 68 years old. His passing left a void not just in his family, but in the hearts of the countless fans who had come to see him as a symbol of rugged individualism and the untamed spirit of Alaska. In the days that followed, the Brown family grappled with their loss in the way they knew best, by coming together and continuing the life that Billy had taught them to cherish. His death was not just the end of a man, but the closing of a chapter in the story of the Brown family. Yet his legacy lived on in every tree they felled, every fish they caught, and every step they took in the land that had shaped them all. Billy Brown's death was a reminder that even the most indomitable spirits are bound by the frailties of the human body. But more than that, it was a testament to a life lived on one's own terms. In an age where so many are content to follow the paths laid out for them, Billy blazed his own trail, forging a life in the wilds of Alaska that most could only dream of. As the days turned into weeks and the snow began to thaw in the Alaskan bush, the Brown family continued their lives, each of them carrying a piece of Billy's indomitable spirit with them. His voice, though now silenced, echoed in the wind that rustled through the trees, in the laughter of his children and grandchildren, and in the very earth beneath their feet. Billy Brown's life was a journey of loss, discovery, love, and ultimately, peace. And though he may be gone, his story continues to inspire those who seek to live their lives with the same fierce independence and love for the natural world. In the end, Billy Brown didn't just live in the Alaskan wilderness. He became a part of it.